Thank you.
So, this is the exam row. Now, my gradually you will give more information about the work. Thank you, sir. Oh, next time, sir.
Okay, thank you, guys. See you later. Yes, and good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome here inside the heart of the hospital. We call this the examination room. And this is where all healthy outpatient Falcons are waiting for their turn for procedures that they have to go through during the day. Okay? Thomas? So most of the Falcons we are receiving, they're coming in the morning. Some of those owners are waiting there at the reception area until Falcons have finished with their procedures. But most of these owners, they will come, bring their Falcons, they will leave afterwards. Because they will be coming back only after the Falcons are finished. Maybe in the afternoon, they will be coming around 2 or 3 o'clock. And then they will collect these Falcons. So once they are all collected here, this examination room will be empty at the end of the day, since I've mentioned that they're all healthy outpatient ones. Okay? And you see them right now, very calm, very quiet, sitting on the perch. Yeah, the reason is, she's just wondering. Yeah, the reason is they have this. We call this the Falcon hood. It keeps them calm and quiet whenever they're traveling, whether they're inside the car or when they're boarding an airplane, which you already heard from Obey earlier. It's usually first class, business class when they're boarding an airplane. And they will not have any cage. They will be sitting right next to their owner. So this is how they usually travel on board. Now, here in Abu Dhabi Falcon Hospital, this is a precautionary measure that they do not try to attack each other in case someone is getting hungry or aggressive, especially the season, September to March. This is the time when we are receiving a lot of them, that sometimes we are reaching 100 or 150 like this, or even more than that in one day. So of course you can imagine, this room here will be full of Falcons. One person will have 3 to 4 Falcons. And if someone is getting hungry, which is usually, yes, because 4 Falcons is similar to us. If they have to go through a procedure, they have to be fasted. So after the procedure, you put them back here without the Falcon food, and already they're hungry. Of course, naturally, they will think that the Falcon or the bird sitting right next to them will be their food. So they will attack. We do not want that to happen. So temporarily after the procedure, we put back the Falcon hood. And once the owner takes them, if they want to take out the Falcon hood, not a problem. Okay? Now, I will show you the 3 popular breeds of Falcons that were already mentioned by Obey earlier. But before that, I would like to ask, you're probably listening to this a while ago, which one is the most used for hunting? Is it the male or is it the female? The female?
Female.
Yes, it's the female. That is correct. Now, why? Why?
To feed their young.
They're bigger. Yes, they're
Oh,
bigger.
bigger
To be
too.
specific, bigger and stronger, of course. So, to be specific, they are 1/3 larger than the male Falcons. And that is the reason why they are preferred for hunting. And 85% of the Falcons we are receiving are female Falcons. Now, I will show you first the fastest flying Falcon, or the fastest animal on earth, which is the
Cheetah.
Fred Falcon.
Okay.
Yes, cheetah is the fastest land animal. That is correct. But when it comes to the fastest animal on earth, that would be the falcon, which is the peregrine. Yes, the peregrine falcon. So we have here female, peregrine, male. Sorry, I disturbed you. Male, female. So already you see the difference when it comes to the size of these peregrine falcons. Now, we also have the national bird, or the national emblem of the United Arab Emirates. They're called the Sakher. Yes, Sakher or Sakher falcon. Male, female. and they're bigger. Okay. Now, the white-eared falcons are coming from cold places, Siberia, north of Canada, Iceland. I'm just wondering whether we have the dark yet. We have one cheer over here. It's a dark color cheer. That one over there. So there are cheer falcons that are darker in color, like that, the grayish, dark gray, or even dark brown. So they're equally beautiful, expensive, and large. And regardless of their color, they're also the favorite for crossbreeding. So here in captivity, especially here in Abu Dhabi Falcon Hospital, the most common that we are receiving for crossbreeds are the Deer Peregrine Falcon, both, and the Deer Saker Falcon, crossbreed between Deer and Saker. Yes, and these crossbreeds, you only see them in captivity. Yes, in the wild, they're all pure. Yes. Now, what are the reasons why these falcons are coming here in Abu Dhabi Falcon Hospital? So these falcons are also going through routine checkup through the course of the year. And prior to hunting season, the falconers, they want to buy more falcons. And of course, that's in preparation for hunting season. And of course, they will be bringing new falcons here in Abu Dhabi Falcon Hospital for pre-purchase checkup. Yes, to make sure that the falcons they are buying are healthy and in good condition. Now, what are the procedures that we do? We do laboratory testing, blood testing, and parasitology testing are common, plus these procedures on the orange poster. You see the middle part? These are images coming from X-ray. Top and bottom images are coming from endoscopy. Yes, just to complete the checkup, the full checkup. Now, if they're having some injuries during the hunting season or just having injuries in general, we fix them by doing surgery, including orthopedic surgery. And for minor cases such as broken feathers, we also fix them. We do transplantation of them. And if they will be needing medical attention for days, meaning of course they will be kept here as hospitalized patients, it's okay because we can keep more than 200 falcons. They will have their own separate rooms, fully air conditioned. And we also have the intensive care unit or ICU for very, very close supervision. It's very similar with human hospital. Okay, good. Now, we will be showing you a very minor procedure that you will surely enjoy and most welcome to take photographs. Please go around this table with my fully granted.
You can come around this table, please. Just come around this table, please. Okay, so whatever procedure we are doing with the falcon, always we have to put the bed in anesthesia. So this is a small anesthetic machine, same like human hospital. When we are going for like small surgery or something, same drugs we are using, they can be isoflurane, and there is oxygen flow is there. So when you open the machine, oxygen, the drugs come to mix the mask. Only thing is we just grab the blood and just put the head in the mask. Within few minutes time they will sleep, then only we start the procedure. Already other states we do the small procedure. Still we have to do one very, very small procedure. You can watch it and we can take the photo as well. While I am doing, I will explain everything. Okay, now the guy is there in the gas. So while they are sitting, you can see they are very small. So when you open the wingspan compared to the body, you can see how they are big. But this is a hybrid falcon. It is called Deer Peregrine. It's a small female falcon. It is a pure white Deer falcon, which was in the white one. If you open the wing like that, it will come almost like 1 meter to 1.5 meter wingspan for the pure Deer falcon. Actually, the one about this falcon, we have to do one very, very small procedure. The procedure means, see when you look at the talons, you can see it's very long and very sharp, as I like needle, right? So when you look at any white falcon, they are not this much long and sharp. Because in the wild, they know themselves how to do this kind of things. They always keep on moving. They are going to rocks and trees, naturally they are tearing it off. But in captivity, what happens? They are sitting kind of so perch, less activities, they are eating very, very slow food, always keep on growing. So we have to give these talents at least 2 or 3 times in a year. Otherwise, what will happen? These talents can really overcome, can twist up. They are very uncomfortable to sit properly. If it's too long and sharp like that, when you close the glove, they can punch themselves, they will get some problems in the feet. So this is a common problem for the falcon in captivity. So if you get kind of problems, there is a many way to train the falcon. One of the method what we are using here, this is the falcon shoes. It's a falcon shoes. So how we are using the shoes for the falcon? Sometimes they will get some very hard scab on the feet. So this scab can make some infection in the feet. So we have to remove this scab and we have to put some antibiotic cream powder or whatever. We cover with the bandage and we pad it with nicely with the cotton and we will place on the shoes with that and we will cover with the wet cloth. And she should sit at least like 2-3 weeks time on the shoes. You can see this small hole is there. In the pressure will listen there, it will be very quickly. It's one of the methods we are using kind of process. So if you prevent that, we have to give this talent on the leg. The same things, we are doing the dogs and cats. We just clip the talons like that. But the falcon, they need the sharp nail to grab the prey. Because our is going on the neck, the falcon nail is going around the neck. So we have to remove some extra keratin from around. So we have to reshape it and we have to sharp it up. So if you do kind of things, we are using a knife to remove some extra keratin like that. So now a little bit rough now, so we have the filing. For the filing, we are using kind of trimmer to make the filing. After that, we will not put any color, no nail polish. But now, while we do something special, we apply some cream, little massage, little shiny. Yeah. So when you look at the neck, you can see there is one close ring in there. So this is the ring, they are inserting magnetic. So this ring number in the small microchip in the chest of the skin, this both will come for identification for the passport for the passport. Sometimes you can see one more ring on other leg with the telephone number of the owner, the name of the owner they used to put on other leg. Other thing what we are doing with the falcon have two seasons. One is the hunting season, next one is the molting season. The molting season means they change the feather every year. They change all the feather every year, no? And end of the tour you can see one of our facility how we keep the falcon for the molting. The molting time whatever feather they are losing, this all the feathers, we will keep it as a like spare parts. So while they are training or hunting, they can break the feather. So if you break one of the feather means that will affect on the flight. So people can bring the falcon in the hospital, we can repair the feather, we can implant the feather, we can change the feather. Okay? So when you look at the feathers here, you can see each feathers are like different cut, different shape. So if you break one of these feather means we cannot place one this feather on this place. We have look for exactly same feather, same length, same height, everything should be same. So then only the fly should be perfect. So we have lot of collection of the feathers here. So this all the feathers we are using kind of procedures. Okay. So how to do kind of things? There is a 2-3 method we can do kind of procedure. One of the method means like if you break something in the tip like that, we will not use we will not change entirely feather. We look for exactly same feather from our collection. We use kind of small needles. To whom we are using kind of needles, and we use kind of like super glue, and we will glue it together like that. This is one of the first method. The second method means like if you break something in the base somewhere here, if you cut the feather, you can see there is a hollow inside. It's a big diameter, so we cannot use kind of small needles. What we use? We will use kind of barbecue stick. You can buy from the supermarket, different diameter. Different species of falcon have different diameter feathers, so we can choose which one is the correct one. So this is like full length of the feather. This part will remain muscle of the falcon here, and we cut it out of the muscle. Then you will get the whole of the muscle. Then we use kind of piece of barbecue stick and epoxy glue, and we will glue it together like that. This is one of the second method. So usually this kind of procedure we are using during the hunting season time. The next molting season time, what will happen? The feather will fall off from the base, and you can see the bamboo stick inside. So when you finish the molting, we have full set of new feathers for the next year. This is the tail feathers. In the middle of the tail feather, so we have to fix one small clip like that. This is we call it tail mount as a small clip. So why we are fixing kind of clip? Before they fly the falcon, we use the clip on one radio transmitter on the falcon. Falcon with the fly, one of the antenna like that. So if we fly with something, easily we can track the falcon as a tracking receiver. But so this is a very, very old one. The new one is a very tiny one with the GPS, with the mobile apps kind of new technology they are using. Okay. This is as a GPS. Yeah. So this is a very, very small procedure. It will take like 5 to 10 minutes. Soon after we finish everything and we turn off, and she start come around very quickly. Now she is going to wake up now. So when you look at the face of the falcon, you can see the small hole is there. This is the nostrils. They are breathing in and out of that. And the eyelid, they close into bottom to upward, other way around. So when you look at the beak, sometimes the beak also really overgrown. It will come as a hook. They will not be able to open the mouth properly. So we have to clip the beak also like 2, 3, 4 times in a year. So when you look at the beak, you can see small hook on the beak here on the both sides. That is the tooth of the falcon. Falcon have the teeth. Kill the prey, peel the meat. They are using this small hook as a teeth. And here is a cover with the full of small feathers here. This is the ear. This is the ear. Okay. Abdullah, so the beak also will be long, so I have to give the beak also. Okay, so this time we have very friendly falcon. Our falcon is a very friendly one, so we can carry and take the photos. Okay.
Very solid.
Thank you very much, doctor.
Okay.
Does it matter how long they're held?
There you go, guys.
How long they're
Falcon